Her sparkling eyes tell her story with vitality, energy, and underlying humor. Her goal is for everyone to appreciate the world she finds filled with awe-inspiring beauty. She believes that if young children become aware of the connections between everything in nature, they may become its protectors as adults. While her consuming passion is the education of young people, she goes about her work contributing to the world as environmentalist and writer. Margaret Lloyd is a woman with a mission. Margaret was raised by parents who felt that women had a prescribed place in life as wives and mothers.
My father was an entomologist, so he was constantly turning up with bugs, all sorts of bugs, and I was not allowed to go ooh at all. And to look at him, he had, and I think I had pretty much the same thing, the most tremendous amount of curiosity.
From her father, she inherited his enthusiasm and curiosity about everything. When he was home, he told her about the insects he studied and the many things that interested him as a naturalist. Thus, Margaret's innate interests were nurtured and encouraged, and she found beauty in the smallest creations of nature.
Minnows! Aren't they sweet? They are beautiful. Gotta be gentle.
To Margaret, recognizing the connectedness of all things is imperative for the survival of the human race. As she sees the world, everything is connected. This is a truth she wants to impart to everyone through the young. When she walks along the seashore, she is in touch with the sand and its inhabitants, and with the water and its inhabitants.
Anybody want a barnacle? Look at them. They're absolutely beautiful. Imagine putting something like this together.
When she bends to admire a seashell, when she squints at the sun, she knows it to be the basis of all life. And when she talks of her desire to create a website for youth, one knows that this person is a part of all that she has seen and experienced.
I guess it's based on in my mind, on the potentials of what can be said and what kids can be motivated by that nobody's even touched yet. So I don't know where it's going really, but I do know that if it does go and it gets the kind of energy that I have in mind, it will be like nothing has ever been done before. And all I need are my head and your head and the heads of all the people who are eager to make something like this come about. It's got to be very, very interactive and very alive. And the possibilities are tremendous.
Owner of a large parcel of land, and with a residence in Camden, South Carolina, Margaret has managed the property since purchasing it in the 40s. She has worked with the local tree experts to selectively cut the timber.
They just thought it was a ball and a joke for a woman to own land. And I would want to see all the wildflowers while we were going out and doing the trees. And they'd do it to humor me. I mean, you know, so I was interested in everything the way I always have been. And we would go through the land and decide which trees to cut. And they thought I was insane because I would see something that I thought was beautiful and I'd say, you can't cut that. I don't care whether you like it or not.
Taking a proactive position with the management of the forest lands, Margaret oversees the conservation of her land. Wildlife and forests are given the freedom to grow unencumbered. With a strong belief in the universe, Margaret speaks metaphorically of everyone being born into a brown box. The box is symbolic of a programmed way of life. It is Margaret's mission to get people, particularly young people, to break through the walls of the box to freedom.
When they get through, they suddenly see this tremendous space, lighted space, and they realize that every possibility is there. It's kind of hard because they don't know which ones to take or what to do immediately, and it's kind of scary, but it's absolutely the difference between being trapped and being free, and suddenly they know they're free.
Margaret often speaks of taking risks. She believes that people need to take risks that move them toward freedom.
There's something in the minds of most people that feels that the most important thing is to be safe, and it's not. The most important thing is to take risks. Because if you don't take risks, you'll never know anything except the brown box.
When Margaret was 49, she moved to New York City with her 7-year-old son. Her 3 older children were in boarding school or college. 5 years later, the then 12-year-old also went to boarding school, and she moved to Greenwich Village and enrolled in New York University as a geology major. Science and art were her chosen courses of study. She received her degree in 1979 when she was 63 years old.
If we could help people to realize that their feelings are just as important as their thoughts, it'd make a big difference.
With a lifetime of experiences, Margaret turned to writing. When her first novel, Hortish Land, is published by Hampton Roads, she will be 85 years old. With hope for a better world, Margaret Lloyd looks to the future as writer and humanist. Her efforts will be targeted toward the young, those who offer the greatest hope for themselves and their fellow human beings.
Kids are in touch with their feelings much better than we are because we keep not being afraid to let them out, which again is stupid. It really is.